Saiee Manjrekar made her acting debut in 2019 with Dabangg 3 alongside Salman Khan. And since then, she has made a stellar entry into the Hindi as well as the Telugu film industry. And now she's booked with some really exciting projects. Hi, Saiee, how are you?
Hi, I'm lovely, and thank you for that really nice introduction.
Thank you so much for joining us today. So starting with the first question, your upcoming movie Kuch Khatta Ho Jaye is currently in the works, right? So,
Yes.
what excited you in the script, that initiated to take up the film? So, what was that one thing that really excited you?
I feel like the first thing obviously had to be the range of emotions that I'd get to play in the movie. Because the
Yeah.
first time we heard the script and I heard my character, there was so much to do and so much to portray and play. So I think that was the first thing that kind of caught my attention. And the
Yeah.
second thing being obviously that comedy is a genre that I've always wanted to do because I've grown up watching movies and laughed my heart out and been so thankful for
Yeah.
them, on a bad day or something. And
Absolutely.
I would really like to be that for somebody else
Mhm.
too. So I think comedy is something that I've always wanted to do. And the fact that it was in a comedy drama was
Yeah.
really exciting for me. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So moving on, do you still experience nervousness when a new movie is about to come, or have you become a little accustomed to it now?
No, of course, I'm very nervous when movies release. And I think I'm always like I'm waking up and checking my phone and seeing what
Yeah.
people are saying. And I think that'll always be there because every movie is a new experience and it's something new that you're doing that's going out into the world and for people to see.
Yeah.
And I'd always want to know, what they feel about it, what I could have done better. So I think that nervous
Yeah.
energy will always stay. And in fact, I feel like that's really helpful when it comes to me at
Yeah,
least.
obviously. Okay, so when you auditioned for Dabangg 3, what was the feeling like? Like, so were you excited, nervous, or was there a little fangirl moment with Salman Khan? So, what was your experience?
That was like an amalgamation of emotions. Like I didn't know what I was feeling because there was a second when I was doing like I was sitting in the hair makeup chair and I was like, okay, I'm to get ready for this. I was feeling like my life has changed overnight. Like
Yeah,
this is not what I was supposed to be studying and I was supposed to be doing other things and that was my plan
yeah,
for life. And suddenly the next day I'm here trying to do a scene, do a screen test, do pictures. I'm looking so much better than I normally do
yeah,
and it was just a mix of nervous energy, excitement, and just like so much hope that whatever I do, I will do my best because I didn't know what I could do at that point. I
yeah,
had done a workshop before, but that's all more theater based. So to act in front of
yeah,
a camera was something that was really exciting for me, and obviously Salman sir being there
yeah,
in one way very comforting because I've known
yeah,
him for a while. So I knew that I have someone I can trust here, but then also
yeah,
intimidating because he is Salman Khan.
absolutely.
There was like it was all over the place.
Okay, so you've also worked in the South industry as well with, acclaimed actors like Advi and Shobita. So, what was the experience working with them as well?
It was so lovely. I think let me start with Saish first.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I met Saish, he'd come to narrate the film, you know,
Okay.
because he is the writer of the film too. He'd come to narrate
Yeah.
Major. And he instantly made me feel so comfortable, so at home, so much like family that I
Yeah.
knew that this movie was going to be, one that I was really going to enjoy.
Yeah.
So it was such a lovely experience working with him from day one. I feel like he was so involved in my performance too.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was so much he was already doing, right? He was looking after the writing of the film. He was doing
Yeah.
his own role, which was very challenging on its
Okay.
own. And for him to come and put that extra effort to make sure that I'm doing my best,
Yeah.
when he could have just as easily said, it's okay. That was a really, really sweet thing to do. And I think that'll always stay
Yeah.
with me where there was a scene where I'm on a phone call with him, where he didn't really
Mm-hmm.
need to be there, but he came on set and he gave me my lines. And I
Yeah.
feel like that is something that I will never forget because he went out of his way to make sure that
Yeah.
I did my best. And I will always cherish that. And with Shobita, I remember the first time I met her and I had a conversation with her. And all I could think of was that I want to be, this smart and this wise when I talk to people. Like this
Yeah.
is how I want to come off. It was very
Yeah.
inspiring when I met her and spoke with her. And then I saw her performance in Major and I was even more inspired.
Yeah. Great. Okay, so now that you've worked in both the industries, right? So is there any difference that you notice in the Telugu as well as the Hindi industry?
Shooting wise, I feel like the language is the only difference, and
Yeah.
maybe like shoot timings in the south. I've noticed they start a little early and they finish also a little early.
Okay.
Here, the timings vary depending on the scene, but in the south, normally they've always started early.
Okay.
Um, and the language, but I feel like there's no other kind of difference because the technicians are the same, the DOP
Yeah.
is doing, everyone's doing their job. The only kind of
Absolutely.
switch comes in the language.
Okay. So that's all. And obviously there might be a lot of similarities as you mentioned.
Yeah, there's a little too many. So like when people ask me the difference, I was like probably just the language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you come from a film background, right? So when you started off, was there any pressure of bagging the right project and working in the industry?
Um. So when I started off with Dabangg 3.
Yeah.
So it's as big as it can get. So like I didn't know what to do after. At point after that, I was like, what can I do that could kind of, I can't one up this because
Yeah.
can't go bigger, but I can probably find a role that is well suited to me and where I can show my craft a little bit, my skill a little
Yeah.
bit. And like touchwood, that's when Major came to me.
Yeah.
And I feel like since then it's been really calculated decisions. So it's not pressure, it's just
Mhm.
very conscious decisions about where we want to go and what we want to do.
So adding on to this, are there any factors that you consider before choosing a particular project?
Yes, I think one has to be what I have to do and like what role I have to play in the film, how
Yeah.
important it is, how much there is to do, if it'll challenge me enough. Then the other thing is obviously the overall script of the film.
Yeah.
Then there's a few people that I take suggestions from and tips from and see. Obviously,
Mhm.
with my parents, who I'll
Yeah.
make them read the script and ask them, is this something you think I should do? And yeah, that's about it. And then dates here and there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we live in a times of constant criticism. Whenever there is any new project, anything happens, there's a lot of criticism. So, does it affect you? And if it does, then how do you deal with it?
If it's constructive criticism,
Yeah.
where people have pointed out that she could have done this better, or they give me an explanation for why they're criticizing me, I take it
Yeah.
in like a very positive way because then I can also understand and gauge what they mean and work on it.
Yeah.
But if it's just like trolling,
Yeah.
I don't pay much heed to it because I have realized that if people are bringing my name to tables I don't sit at, that means that I'm important and I'm just gonna let it go. So
Okay.
that's about it. Constructive criticism, I'm very, very open to. I, in fact, really
Yeah.
like it because I like knowing for the next step what I can do better. But just
Mhm.
mindless trolling, I don't pay much attention to.
What would the 17-year-old say, tell, or advise the 21-year-old say in terms of the profession?
Oof. 17 was when I started with
Yeah.
Dabangg. So I'd probably tell the 21-year-old Saiee. What would the 17-year-old tell the 21-year-old? 21-year-old tell the 17-year-old?
So the 21 to the 17. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. I would probably tell my 17-year-old self that work as hard as you can and you will get what you want.
Great. So my last question for you for this segment would be that what is next for Say? What are we looking forward to?
There's 3 releases up this year, so I'm very
Wow.
excited. There's Kanda, there's Kuch Khatta Ho Jaye, and Auron Ki
Yeah.
Kaha Dam Tha. All three of which are completely different from each other.
Okay.
So it's been a roller coaster of a year going from one set to another. But it's very exciting. They're all coming out
Yeah.
soon. And I'm really excited for the world to see
Yeah.
everything and the hard work that we've all put in. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good year.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so moving on to the next segment, we have Global Spark Quick Bites, where we have a few fun questions for you. So, starting off with the first one, what is your wellness mantra?
My wellness mantra is eat well, sleep well, and go to the gym. That's about it. Not much.
Your favorite wellness destination?
Goa. Very basic, but I love it.
Yeah. And okay, next, how would you like to unwind after, hard day at work?
Ooh. Um, Unwind after a hard day at work. I feel like for one, my skincare is like meditation for me. So
Yeah.
I'll come, I'll wash my face and makeup off, and I'll sit and do skincare for 10 minutes, do a little massage on my face.
That's the best.
Yeah, and then I'll just my cats, watch some like sitcom type of vibe.
Yeah.
I think that's like my best night to unwind.
So, what are you watching currently?
Oh, I am watching Succession and I'm rewatching
Okay.
Gossip Girl. So
Oh,
I'm
Gossip
stuck in the
Girl's
middle of
always
two
a
very different worlds. Yeah.
yeah, Gossip Girl's always a favorite.
Yeah.
So how would you define your style?
My style is pretty flow. It ebbs and flows. It doesn't stick to one style. My style depends on the show I'm watching or the people I'm with.
Okay.
I'm very easily influenced. I feel like my
Okay.
style is easily influenced by what I am currently watching or who I'm currently with.
Okay. So any recent movie that you wish that you were a part of?
Ooh. Um. Yeah, everyone done so well, but um, probably like would love to be a part of like Pathan or Jawan.
Okay. Nice, nice. Lastly, my last question, an actor you'd love to work with.
Um, I think I said this before also, and I'll say it again. I think it's Ranveer Kapoor because he's such a great actor. I would love
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
forget working with. I would love to just watch him work.
Great. Okay, that was my last question for you. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you so
Lovely talking
much.
to you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And all the best for your releases. I'm really excited
Thank
to
you.
watch them.
Thank you.